Nothing to see here. Everything is fine. I just dropped in first and foremost to tell you guys happy 2026. Yes, I've been MIA, but I'm here today because you are probably a lot like me and you're trying to shut a little bit of this outside noise out for a little bit. I thought I was built like that. I'm not. We're going to talk about some of the things that you can watch on TV for the next couple of months to kind of free ourselves of the stench that is coming from our government. Now, look, I'm not saying I ain't going to ever talk about this man again, but I'm trying to give him the least amount of my attention as possible, even though he's making that harder and harder every single day. Now, we're going to talk about stuff on TV. If you are a sports fan, and many of you are, especially women's sports like me, I'm going to tell you Unrivaled Basketball is happening again. This is the second season. That's Ashton. That is what we call studio interference. We're going to ignore the executive producer in the background. Unrivaled season 2 is underway. If you jump in now, you've only missed like 3 games. We still have lots of basketball, 3-on-3 basketball to be exact, to be played. So if you are a fan of women's basketball, and everybody should be a fan of women's sports, head over to TNT, True TV, or HBO Max on, I think it's Friday through Monday. Games are being played in the evening. It will be worth your time if you're a basketball fan, I promise you. Also, love volleyball, Major League Volleyball. 2 big volleyball leagues are playing right now at the same damn time. So if you like women's volleyball, you might also be able to even find these games on YouTube. But if you can't find it on YouTube, there is an app called Victory Plus. You might be able to find some of these games on, and you will also be able to watch some on ESPN, Ion, Vice TV. They are making it very easy for women's basketball fans to get into things. Now, let's get into some series because I know that many of you, that's what you're here for. Oh, one more side note about the sports. If you're into sports, specifically women's sports, specifically the ones I just named, head over to Miss Main Event on YouTube or Miss Main Event Pod on any of the podcast servers, and you will find me, me talking about sports. Okay, so now Star Trek, Starfleet Academy. I know you guys didn't think I would sleep on this. That one starts January 15th, and that's going to probably be getting some attention from this channel. And then we'll move to Wonder Man, January 27th on Disney Plus. Did I tell you where you can watch Star Trek, Starfleet Academy? That's on Paramount Plus. Yeah, that's going to be starting January 15th. Now, Wonder Man is going to be on Disney Plus. It is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and television ish, whatever they're calling that. That's January 27th. And that one is starring Yahya Abdul Mateen the second. I think he's the second. That's enough right there, right? I shouldn't have to say more. Yeah, let's watch Wonder Man together. Cross season 2. If you remember last year with Cross, that was a big one for me. I loved Cross, the first season. That one is starring Aldous Hodge. Once again, who would not want to watch Aldous Hodge? But it's a really good show, and it's starting February 11th. Then we'll move on to Paradise season 2. That one is coming on February 23rd. That one has, oh, what is this guy's name? Y'all lucky I can't call his name because he's another like no brainer. Yes, I want to watch anything he's in. Paradise season 2 and Paradise season 1 was a banger right out the gates. So if you have not watched Paradise season 1, I am going to implore you, watch Paradise season 1 and then come on over here and let's just chit chat about season 2 to keep our minds, in a good space. Scrubs season 1. Yeah, I said Scrubs and I said season 1 because they are coming right back at us on February 26th with new episodes. Moving on, Monarch Legacy of Monsters is going to be on Apple. That's season 2 and it's starting February 27th. Then Euphoria season 3. It seems like we've been waiting forever for season 3 of Euphoria, and yet they don't have a date. They just telling us it's coming in spring. Hell, it's been coming for the last 3 to 4 years, but okay, we're this close to more episodes and a finale, I think, of Euphoria. That one has Zendaya. It's kind of a freaky show. If y'all like freaky shit and it's just wild drama, Euphoria is going to be your jam. Moving right along, going back to the superhero universe, Daredevil season 2 starts March 4th. People didn't like that first season. I loved that first season of Daredevil on Disney Plus, so I am going to be definitely looking forward to season 2 beginning March 4th. And finally, the last series I'm going to recommend before I'm going to go back into the hole that I crawled out of is The Boys season 5. That one is coming April 8th. Yes, we've got a little while, but we got a lot to look forward to. I covered The Boys as it was rolling that last season, and I think I'm going to do it again this year. Not 100% sure. Things are, nothing to see here, of course, nothing to see here, but it's getting a little hot in the States, if you know what I mean. Now, I'm going to end this today with a couple of words for you. Just some new words, hopefully, that we could end up using in our vocabulary. The first word is kakistocracy. That is KAKISTOCRACY. Kakistocracy. The definition of kakistocracy is a government by the worst people, a state of society governed by its least suitable or competent citizens. Now, the etymology of this word combines the ancient Greek words kakistos, meaning worst, and kratos, meaning power or rule. So, while worst is always subjective, it generally implies a lack of morals, intelligence, or ability, maybe even all three. The term was first used in English as early as the 17th century. Yes, people have been governed by idiots for 400 years. All right, moving on. Idiocracy is a word that many of us know already, thanks to, I think it's Mike Judge. But anywho, an idiocracy is a society or government consisting of or dominated by people considered ignorant or low intelligence. The origin of this term was popularized by the 2006 satirical film Idiocracy by Mike Judge. While it started as a pop culture reference, it has entered the lexicon as a way to describe a society where intelligence is declining and leadership is incompetent. That one is a brand new, as words go, it's a brand new word. All right, and the last word I want to teach you guys today, make sure y'all using these in your vocabulary now, ineptocracy. The definition of ineptocracy is a system of government where the least capable to lead are elected by the least capable of producing, and where the members of society least likely to sustain themselves or succeed are rewarded with goods and services paid for by the confiscated wealth of a diminishing number of producers. This is a more modern, politically charged neologism. This is a more modern, politically charged neologism. 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 I should have practiced saying that word. Often used to criticize specific economic or welfare policies alongside general incompetence. So, if you could think of a situation where any of those words would be acceptable, use them. Teach somebody else something new and tell them all about these new series to take their mind off of what might be troubles, and also tell them about Miss Main Event on YouTube and on the podcast feeds. With all that being said, I got nothing else. I just wanted to hop in and say that. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Every click, every share, y'all make us fly. Together we shine brighter than the sky. From shout outs to comments, we see every word. Y'all the reason Tasha's voice gets heard. Subscribers growing, lighten up the day. With your support, we'll never fade away. Thank you, Unwrap fam, you keep us strong. Keep us strong. Your love and your faith help us move along. Help us move along. Every click, every share, y'all make us fly. Y'all make us fly. Together we shine brighter than the sky. Brighter than the sky. Roll call for the peeps who keep it alive. Patron super chats all here on the drive. Tasha got the mic, but you fuel the vibe. This channel's a party and y'all keep it live. Monthly supporters, give y'all a cheer. Live stream energy, you bring the gear. Every episode's magic, cause of y'all's touch.